Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up, man?
What's good, man? What's good?
Nothing, man. What's going on with you?
None, just
Good?
chilling. Just chilling.
Good chilling, just chilling.
Yeah.
Watching it. Look, I'm gonna ask you every time because you know it's that time of year. You still haven't watched the Olympics?
Nope. I turned at one point to watch the women's basketball team, but by the time I turned it, they was up 22. So I turned it right back away.
I can't believe you, man. You so unpatriotic.
Who, me? If not watching the Olympics is the only thing I do that people might think is unpatriotic, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you are. I mean, come on. Well, I watched track and field. I saw Sha'Carri Richardson. She came in second. She got a silver.
Really?
Yeah, Lyles, he got a gold. That was a good race for the 100. I mean, it's been some good stuff, man. I can't believe you much you like sports.
Please believe it.
I believe you now. I believe it. I ain't gonna ask you next time. I guess
I get frustrated because it's on all day.
Man, look at all them sports. It gotta be, right?
Too many doggone sports.
Too many sports. Oh wow. Yeah. Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Oh, well, you hear me say it every 4 years.
I see that. Well, it wasn't without controversy, man. So the fight between women's boxing, Angela Carini versus Imane Khalif.
I bet it's Imani.
Is it Imani?
I don't know.
Imane just sounds fitting. So Imani, apparently she failed gender eligibility, which I didn't know that was even a thing. Did you know?
I didn't know it was a thing, but she was born a woman.
Wait a minute. Time out. So how she failed gender eligibility, but she
was born with something extra.
Oh, like
she's an actual girl. She's a girl. She looked like a dude. But she was a girl.
But with this gender eligibility testing that they did, she failed it before, and so she pretty much has some of the genetics of a man. Is what, right?
But she was born a woman.
So apparently you're okay with this.
She's born a woman.
But how you feel gender eligibility? That means you got some male chromosomes.
But she was born with them.
So you'd be okay in a sport. Your daughter's playing a sport. You'd be okay with somebody who didn't pass that's almost like steroids. That means it's like steroids. You failed. Steroid test.
She was born a woman.
So this is legit. She apparently punched this girl so hard. She was like, all right, I'm out.
You know why? Because that girl, she said, okay, I can beat any woman. And that woman knocked her upside her head a couple times. She's like, man, heck with that. She's a man.
I'm about to say, but that woman, quote unquote woman, again, has some qualities, genetic qualities of a man. Does that mean anything? It don't mean anything.
Not to me, she was born that way. So we should tell Shaq he shouldn't have been able to play basketball because he was born with genetics that made him a monster, just huge.
Oh, come on. You know there's a difference. Well, it shouldn't be a difference. They should separate the sports by gender then. Be saying that.
Okay, but here's the thing. What's going to make you a woman? Can she get pregnant? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, she could get pregnant.
Okay.
She could have a baby. And she has a monthly cycle. Woman.
I don't know.
She's a woman. She's a woman. The other girl should have trained harder. She gave everybody else that excuse.
Oh, so you looking at it like it's an excuse, huh?
Yeah, they couldn't beat her.
She couldn't beat her, so she made up this controversy.
Well,
Woo.
okay, yeah, she did whatever the gender eligibility thing. But she's a woman. She was born a woman. She was born with a genetic defect. She's a woman.
Okay. All right. Hey, if that's what you think, man, you wait till it affects your sport. Football.
Hey, we coaching a little girl now.
Are you? Now, see, a little girl. I don't mind little girls playing football. I don't mind that.
Wow, that's a man's sport.
See, there you go. No, it's not. Well, who says?
I mean, that's how it usually plays out.
We had a girl on our team.
She was a kicker.
Shout out to Barbie Manchester. She was the kicker, but she was still on the team.
This girl ain't no kicker.
Oh, what'd she play? What position?
More likely she ended up playing tight end, which means she got blocked.
Ooh, that's progressive. Y'all?
Yeah.
We
got a lot of players. We got a lot of players.
Cool though. No, that's good because the girls are in the Boy Scout or in the Scouts now.
Yeah. Now that I thought was too much.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, I thought.
Because the Girl Scouts didn't let the boys in. But the Boy Scouts let the girls in.
Why you think that is?
I don't know. Because the Girl Scouts wanted to keep that identity of being for girls.
But the Boy Scouts don't care about that. Well, they're trying to rebrand after all the mess they was in.
Yeah, pretty much they're trying to rebrand. So they said, hey, we'll let girls in. Well, yeah, then you're no longer Boy Scouts. You're just the Scouts.
Yeah, let's get some girls in here so you can watch these dirty old men that are scout leaders.
Because these men are tired of looking at these little boys. So now they want to look at the girls.
Oh, disgusting. Yeah, so that's a rebrand.
ASTEE.
Ugh. But yeah, she lost. So Imani Khalif is now, she won the whatever. She gets the gold. But Jake Paul, he did a shout out, man, and said this woman, Angela Carini, should be able to come and open up for him, be an undercard. Isn't that nice? Wasn't that a nice gesture?
Yes, it's a way that Jake Paul can get some money. And the Paul boys is all about the Benjamins, baby.
Hey, that's smart though. It's smart. It's definitely a business move for sure.
I mean, she just got walloped in 46 seconds and quit. Who to say she gonna do better next time?
I mean, it seemed more like it's money, but it seemed like politics with him too, because he said, yeah, you shouldn't be able to compete against a man and all this. You shouldn't be fighting a man.
But that's the thing. And you saw the bigotry and the hatred of people just jumping on it. But she wasn't a man. She's a she. Yeah, she has a birth defect.
Yeah.
But she can still have a baby. She still has a period. Woman. Ain't nobody who's had no surgery to change. They can't have babies or have periods.
Let me just ask you this. So doesn't this give her an edge though? Possibly. A possible edge over a
woman. LeBron being born with the genes he got gave him an edge.
Same sport though. He's a man playing amongst men.
And she's a woman fighting with women.
With an edge. It's like steroids.
And LeBron has an edge.
And steroids. No, I'm kidding. Allegedly. No. You're taking something.
Hey.
Out there.
Man works on his body.
The steroids working on your body. Is that still that's work though, right?
See, I'm gonna sit here and let you talk about LeBron, Raymond James like that.
Hey man, I respect LeBron, but I'm just saying, man. Well, speaking of racism, I don't know. We speak of racism.
We were
Trump,
but
we were.
yeah.
But yeah, Trump at the National Association of Black Journalists in Chicago, man, he acted a daggone fool up there. Why they even invite this guy? Why?
They always invite candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Every cycle they invite presidential candidates. Just so happens it was made a big deal this time because of who was invited. But you know, they had invited Kamala as well, but she couldn't do it at the time. My thing is, Trump has some terrible advisors, or he just don't listen.
Well, I think it was a great advice because he daggone used. He did his thing up there, man. And that thing, he did his thing. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna play the clip first. This is how I'm just stay with me on this. Stay with me on this. Here's what he did.
You believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she's a Black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until.
The reason why I say this is because what he did was strategic. Now he made this about race again, and he also made people question Kamala's ethnicity, which is totally wrong and disgusting. But that's what he did. He flipped the table. He flipped the script. That's what he did.
The
Genius.
only people questioning her ethnicity are his people.
I don't believe that.
And I don't mean white people. I mean Trump people.
I don't believe that, man. I don't know. I don't believe it because there's clips out here of her saying she's Indian.
Those same clips will say that she, as the conversation goes, she says half of her is Indian. Mm-hmm. You know, people can be mixed race.
Mm-hmm. And that's what she is. That's why I always looked at it as mixed.
Yeah, but Black.
I always looked at it as mixed.
Yeah, Black.
Well, how's that fair to say Black if she's now? See, that's where you get into this title. This pod is culture or color versus culture. If she's raised Indian, that's her culture she was raised in. Wouldn't that make her more Indian than Black? I'm just asking.
She Black.
Why is she Black? If I'm raised by some Samoans, just because my skin is black doesn't mean I wasn't raised in the.
So if you're raised, say you're adopted by white folks,
mm-hmm.
and you're a Black kid, but those
mm-hmm.
white folk make sure to teach you your history. What does that make you? You might grow up in a white family, but these parents make sure that you are caught up in that you know Black history, that you know Black culture. What does that make you? That
makes you Black, and you know the culture. There's a difference. But if you're not,
she went to a HBCU. Yeah, she was Black.
I'm with you on HBCU. White people go to HBCUs too. They do. Yeah, white people be in Black sororities and fraternities too. They can. But I will say she embraced the culture at some point.
Yeah,
at some point. At some point she did. And there's nothing wrong with embracing both sides of your culture either.
Yeah, that's why deny one part of your why deny your mother or your father?
You shouldn't. But again, it was a desperate strategy that Trump used to change the narrative to get it off of J.D. Vance and get it off of him and make it about her. That's what this was about. And you do have people question. Mm-hmm.
Them whole 45 minutes that was supposed to be an hour. That's what you got from Trump's performance.
Oh, it was disgusting. but it was on brand. It was Trump being Trump around black people. Trump gonna be Trump wherever he goes. That's my point.
Man,
He a fool.
it's like, I sent you that thing. People just need to admit why they supporting Trump.
Money. Or the races.
Yeah, because he hate the same people they hate.
It could be that. It could be that. And so we talked about the other reason, money.
Because this guy, he started an interview. That's the most horrible question I've ever been asked.
Yeah.
And all she was doing, look, she brought up some legit stuff.
Yeah.
And she said, let me address the elephant in the room. He commences to go off on her, tells her, you must be from ABC, which I call fake news. What a...
But again, does that make him racist or does that make him against the media?
That make him a jackass, what it makes him.
Yeah, but we knew this going in. You knew he has a problem with women, and he has a problem with the media, and he definitely has a problem with NBC, ABC, MSNBC, and CNN. Period. Yeah. I'm surprised he even did the conference or the interview. Period. I was surprised, honestly.
Well, because they were trying to gain black voters. I don't think that worked. Pretty sure that didn't work.
I don't know. I don't think it helped him necessarily, but it did question her. He was trying to discredit her, and I think to a certain point, some people probably felt like he succeeded in that. Possibly,
only people who wanted him to be right felt that way.
You think so?
That's the only way, man.
I don't know, man.
Because I promise you, even though we sit there and we have this conversation, and it's probably not a secret how I feel about him. I promise you, when he's doing things like that, I try to be objective.
But
you can't. Then it starts.
Yeah. And I'm watching. I'm watching social media. I'm watching my page. I'm watching Facebook. I'm watching people that I know reposting what he said and question. I see a lot of question marks amongst black people. I mean, let's be honest, amongst black people questioning her ethnicity, her pandering to the culture. And in this, I go to the barbershop. Barber says, you know what? I absolutely hated it. That was disgusting.
What is it?
Yeah. He was disgusted by Megan Thee Stallion even being associated with Vice President Kamala Harris. How do you feel about it?
She can't, honey, we know you're black. You don't have to try to show us.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
The same thing that he's doing, you should do. Since nobody want to talk about policy. Same stuff he's doing, talking about you should talk about him. Just be petty.
Yeah.
But that right there, yeah, that ain't a...
Yeah, and I didn't even see this till after. I only watched the speech. The speech I thought was great. Like, she had me, captivated. I was like, oh, she's doing a thing. I said, this feels good to hear her speak. It felt good to hear somebody speak. And from the Democratic Party, unlike Joe. Somebody was kind.
Yeah, low bar, something good with it.
It was good, but it was a good speech, and she was talking to the audience. She was in Atlanta, predominantly black city.
Yeah,
she was talking to them, and I understand why she had Quavo. She had Meg. I understand that, but I just don't like the optics of it personally. I just didn't. I don't like it.
And I don't know if it's because you think that's going to get me young black voters. I don't know.
It is. Don't you think it will?
I don't know. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
But at this moment, that's what I was saying to him. No. I said, go ahead.
Don't alienate the older black voters.
That's what I felt like. And not even young black voters. I think it's just we just have to admit that there is a subculture within our culture. There's a class within our class, within our race. There's some people that really love Meghan and all the things that we look at as kind of disgusting in the culture. We got that. People love that. And there's some people like us that really don't feel that. We think it's degrading.
She don't need to do that.
She don't need it. She don't have to do that. Just talk to us like we human, man. We just regular people.
Yeah. So you want look. This is how Trump is. This is how I am.
That's all she has to do. She don't have to do this. It's not necessary.
This is what Trump believes. This is what I believe. This is what Trump will tell you he believes to get your vote, but this is what he really believes. And I don't need to show that you out in the streets. I don't need to see that.
I'm out in these streets, girl. Yeah, you don't have to do that, man. We're gonna she already has a support, I think. But I think again, a lot of this goes to her ethnicity being in question even before Trump made this statement. It was in question. It's been in question since she's been around, honestly. And I think she's in the culture so much. She's AKA. She went to Howard. So, and she wants to make sure people know she's quoting rap lyrics, walk it like I talk it. She want to be down, man, like Brandy. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, she better realize you don't want to alienate other folks just showing how black you are.
Well, who's she gonna alienate? The older blacks, the bougie,
and
the bougie
whites.
The whites didn't look comfortable in that audience. I will say that they looked a little.
I'd have been uncomfortable.
You ain't like body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. You ain't like this.
No. I mean, I'd have been uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So she got to be careful. It's good. Okay, we see you're cool. All right. Let's be honest though. You ain't been so cool because you're almost 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
The coolness goes away.
Yeah, you ain't that cool. I mean,
right now you're looking like the old person who's trying to be cool.
Yeah, it wasn't a good situation, man. But again, her base.
What is her base though? What is her base?
Her base is some of them are black women. Black women, that's her base. And this whole campaign is for women freedom. Freedom. You got freedom, Beyonce.
Freedom.
Yeah, I like the song. That's smart. You talking about reproductive rights. And you got women, you got black women, you got AKAs, you got I told you, black women is her audience. Now, again, like I said, she got to speak to the black men. Maybe Quavo will come in there and light it up.
Because clearly she's gonna have to speak to them to turn them around, because black men who are supporting Trump are letting this dude say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't questioned it. He's been better to black people than any president except for Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, he did say that. And I'm like, whoa. He's very consistent with his foolishness.
He is. He doubled down on black jobs.
Yeah. They're taking the black jobs. I'm just like, wow, this guy he don't stop.
He does not care. And if is this what y'all want?
He's not gonna cater to. He ain't gonna cater to nobody. He will cater to the quote unquote working class whites. Is his
to get in office?
To get in office, he'll cater to them.
But how many tax cuts did working class whites get?
Right
when he was in office.
Again, they kind of caught up like black people were to Obama. I mean, let's be real. It's the optics of it. It's the optics for them. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. But see, Obama, he had 2 consecutive 4-year terms.
Mm-hmm.
So even with certain things that we might have been not really liked, it was all one big 8-year term. We were swept into it. You had a 4-year break from Trump. You ain't had time to sit back and think,
Did we really have a 4-year break from Trump?
No, we didn't. Well, him in office. No, we didn't.
Not really. I felt like it just kept going.
It
just kept going.
I heard a guy at the gas station say the other day, they say if he don't win, he's gonna run again.
I know. The only thing we have hope in is he's old. That's our hope.
What? I mean, he might die.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I just said he's older. So, you know, even though he seems very, you know, with it for it to be almost 80 years old. But I don't know, man. It's getting. I feel like it was a momentum. I don't want to say shift. It wasn't a momentum shift, but I think Harris lost a little bit of buzz with this Atlanta thing. You don't think so? I think it heightened it.
I think he got more. He got more hatred.
Oh, he definitely got more hatred from black folks for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's who he was trying to get. He was. See, that's why we can't. When we talk about Kamala and her with Meg and these guys, and we call them pandering. He attempted to pander to black people.
You really? I don't think that.
His personality won't let him.
I don't think that's what he was doing. I really think what he wanted to do was show that he's not afraid of black people. He ain't scared to sit down with them.
Yeah, but no black women.
Again, that's that's what I want to address. Well, I meant no black men on the panel.
No, that was all journalists.
Yeah, no black men. No black men on the panel. That, again, we talked about this last week. That's going to be her base or the people that she needs to speak to and address. But they didn't have anybody on the panel that was black.
He probably wouldn't have done it.
That's what was needed. And again, I didn't like how I get that you on attack mode. They wanted to kind of press him a little bit. I get that. But it was a lot of pressing,
but see,
too much.
She started that, and she brought up valid things, and she said, "Let's address the elephant in the room." And everything that she said was things that had happened.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying, you know, why can black people trust you because you've done this?
Yeah.
I thought it was a good way to start it. He replied hostile,
and then she got there.
Yeah,
he amped
up the hostility.
Yeah, I just didn't. I wish a man was there to be more diplomatic and really address him with some real. I think women. Dang, it's gonna sound bad. Women, I'm gonna say it anyway. Women are emotional. Period. No matter if you're a journalist or a male woman, you're emotional. They are. They're emotional, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you said male woman. I was like, she.
No, I'm male man. I want to say male man.
You can't blame the women for how this guy reacted. The only way you can blame the women is because they are women and he felt he could be rude and obnoxious to them.
Well, it was disrespectful because that's why I wish a man was there on that panel. A black male journalist was there to talk to this man. Well,
the only way he would have done it is if the male journalist was from Fox News.
You think? I don't know. See, we don't know because they didn't even try. It was all female panel, which is stupid to me. I don't know. It just seems stupid.
Yeah, there should have been at least a male presence.
This is the national. It's not just the local, not just the women.
And there were black men in the audience that were part of it.
Not one black man. Not one black man on the panel.
Yeah, I don't. And right now, it's just me guessing. I don't think he's done it.
You might be right. I don't know. We'll never know. Like I said, I don't know if that was how they wanted to set it up, or they were just kind of amplified off of the Kamala Harris buzz.
Yeah, black girl magic.
Black girl magic. It could have been that.
They should have put a black dude in there for black dude voodoo or something.
Black boy joy.
Wouldn't have been no joy though. I don't think he would have done it because the man got issues with women.
And that's the issue. That's the real thing. It's not about race. This is really a gender war, is what this is. Is male versus female on this campaign. This election.
So women, explain to me why any woman will vote for him. Because he hates the same people you hate.
That's not. It gotta be.
Yeah, but the thing is, he don't like you either.
But once you drink the Kool-Aid, man, once you in, ain't no turning back. It's like now you're a Duke fan, right? If you're a Duke fan, you've been a Duke fan your whole life. There's nothing that could change that. There's nothing anybody can do on that team to make you say, you know what, I don't like Duke anymore. Right?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
But now it hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, I'm a bigger Cowboy fan than I am Duke fan.
It's questionable, but yeah, okay.
I mean, Jerry Jones has got me to the point to where, I mean, I'm truly considering falling back.
I don't believe it.
And I've been a Cowboy fan since the 2nd grade.
I don't believe you'll do that, though. You get mad, you get frustrated, but I don't think you'll do that. I really don't.
I mean, I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it. And these ladies and gentlemen, whoever support Trump, they don't want to do it either. No matter what he does, they're going to stand with him, by him. There's nothing he could really do. I don't think there's anything he can do.
I think it's a lot you call them ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a stretch?
Yeah, these men and women.
Well, these men and women that support Trump are going to support Trump no matter what he does at this point. They're in. That's their team. That's their team.
I know, man. I just can't get. I don't understand why.
It's the team, man. Just Kamala, just stay. You don't have to have Meg. You don't have to do all this stuff, man.
Yeah, you've had them enough. You've had them enough.
We don't need it. We're good.
Get Denzel with somebody.
Man. So next week is the DNC, right? Democratic National Convention.
Is it next week?
It should be next week. Not this week coming up, but the next week, the following week.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so being that you saw Meg, you saw all this stuff, what can you expect?
Please don't.
At the DNC this year?
Please don't.
I'm asking you. What can you expect?
I'm mighty afraid. That's what we're gonna get.
You think I'm gonna be some shucking and jiving?
Yes, I'm mighty afraid that's what we're gonna get. Please don't.
You can't shuck and jive at the DNC, man. Please say no.
You have 2 former presidents. You have the current president. You've got another former president who's 99.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably won't have him speak.
But
that's three presidents
mm-hmm.
that you can put there to show, hey, look at this party. Look at what we've done. What you're gonna get is Meg.
What Meg got to say? Let's hear
from
Meg.
She gonna be our Amber Rose.
I'm about to say, you know Amber?
Boy, that went well for her, didn't it?
It went well for them. I'm sure they got people that support her to support him now.
Yeah, but not if they sat back and watched how the people who support him talked about her after she did it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she got a little backlash. Just a little bit. A little smoky smoke.
I mean, please don't. Let's not have the BET Awards.
Right.
For the DNC. Please don't.
Because let's be honest. She got the black vote. I mean, I hate to be that guy to be acknowledged. She got the black vote just because people know she's black.
Yeah.
Who is she trying to get vote? Like what is her aim? What should be her aim at this point?
Her aim should be to unite.
That's smart.
I mean, you know, the RNC said their aim was to unite till Trump got off script. Their aim was to unite the Republican Party. Her aim should be to unite Americans.
Ooh, that would be a good strategy. That would be good. To do that, who do you bring to the table? Just former presidents, like you said, or
You
who
bring
would you bring entertainment wise?
you bring entertainment wise.
Mhm.
Like Taylor.
Ooh, the
I
Swifties.
mean, I know you try not to get involved in politics. I also know you don't like Trump. What do you think you can do for me?
Boy. Taylor Swift will be a game changer.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt she does it. I doubt
But
she
why
does.
not? She endorsed, was it Barack Obama? Right?
I mean, maybe she'll do it. You know, if you could get, and we just talked about don't be the BET Awards.
Mm-hmm.
If you could get Ice Cube to do it.
He'll never do that.
I know. That's why I said if you could get him to do it. After all he said, supporting Trump and all that, and you get Ice Cube to do it.
He would never do it. But yeah, I see your point. I don't know, man. That's a tough call. I think they should get, like you said, somebody like a Denzel Washington would be good.
Yeah.
Somebody's kind of
not a Glorilla.
A gorilla.
Not Glorilla.
Oh, Glorilla. Oh no. Please don't get Glorilla. Don't get no rapper. Period. Stay away.
Yeah, please do not get a rapper. Go to Hollywood, get some of them big white guys or white females. You got white dudes for Harris. You got white women. Get some of them to come and speak.
Yeah, white dudes for Harris started, was it last week? And they were on Twitter, and Elon Musk actually shut it down.
Shut them down. Shut them down.
Wonder why he did that.
Yeah, so what's the deal with you, Elon? I mean, we know who you support, and you've already said that. But now I can't tweet.
Yeah, but the irony is that's the reason he wanted to get buy Twitter at the time, Twitter, now X, is to stop the censorship. And then he does the same thing. What a hypocrite.
Oh boy, not a hypocrite, are we?
Wow. I was like, why did he shut this page down? But he hates her. He supports Trump. It's obvious. Yeah. Even though Trump isn't on X, he's on.
Yeah, because didn't he get kicked off?
Yeah, he kicked him off, or he got kicked off before Elon. But why hadn't Elon let him back in? Interesting.
I guess because he started his own Truth Social or whatever. I don't need you.
Truth Social. It's like Black Planet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who's still on Black Planet? Anybody?
It can't be.
If you're on Black Planet, please comment and say you still on Black Planet. I want to know. I want to know who on Black Planet.
It can't be. I mean, it might be. Man. But, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Please don't get you a wrestler. Get The Rock.
The Rock would be great.
He actually, and I promise you, he wouldn't go out there and do like Hulk Hogan did.
Nah, he'd be way better than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan cut a wrestling promo.
Yeah,
brother, what you gonna do when the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you? I'm like, this man is 70 years old. This it.
So animated. The Rock is more. He's Dwayne Johnson at this point.
Yeah,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan is just
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, wow, the same since the 80s.
So I mean, there are people that you go out there and get some people who are going to be. I don't want to say it. Who are going to be able to resonate with everybody. Because I wanted to say people who are going to go out there and speak intelligently, but I'm not going to say that people like Meg and Glorilla them aren't intelligent. I'm not going to say that.
No, I would say that.
But I don't think that their message resonates with everyone.
Well, the product they put out is everything it's not positive for the most part.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so get somebody who's going to be able to reach across in everybody.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
We have this whole thing has become us versus them versus us. Nobody is wanting to unite everybody. That's what we need, a great uniter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need somebody that was a Trump supporter that switched sides.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Somebody that's like, this is why I switched. This is why.
Or, you know what? Even, 70% of the people that he hired, he has fired. Get some of them.
Yeah, get some of those people that, it's got to be a kind of a Trump bashing ceremony.
Yeah. Get some of them people who worked for him that said, I would never work for him again. I mean, he's going to call him a loser and he's going to call him a liar. And that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But, get those type of people.
Yeah. Get the McCain family. John McCain. Remember his family? Get them.
Oh gosh. And if old boy didn't want to have a future in the Republican Party, he had a vice president.
Who?
Why did he have to pick a new running mate?
Pence would be
Trump left him out there to die.
Hang Pence. Yeah. They're gonna hang that man, right?
There's a reason they're not running together anymore.
Oh my God. If they brought out Pence and he endorsed Harris.
Yeah, but there's no way he'll do it because he wants a future in the Republican Party. But things like there's somebody that is just sick of him that you can bring out there.
I think the Republicans, a lot of them are sick of him, but they don't have the guts.
They're afraid.
Yeah, they're afraid.
They're afraid because even though they're sick of him, the people support him.
They support him. Yeah.
So even though they're thinking this is not my view of what the Republican Party should be, the people is like, yeehaw, let's run with him.
Yeah. And they're his kids, like the people that support him like children. You don't want to argue in front of the kids. You want to be like united front.
Exactly. And then, if I say something bad about him, they're gonna turn on me. They're not gonna turn on him. If I point out what he's really done, they're not gonna turn on him.
Yeah.
So they sit back and I guess they just wait for his time to be up.
Yeah.
Who knows when that'll be?
Who knows when that'll be? And the guy I talked to, I mentioned on here, I won't say his name, but I told you he's a huge Trump supporter. He was totally disgusted with the Republican National Convention, his speech. He said he had an opportunity to bring people to Christ. It's his exact words, and he just wet the bed.
Yeah.
Totally wet the bed.
He got up. Well, he was never going to do that.
But that would have been his time. Think about it.
It would have been his time. It was a time to show people, hey, this has made me realize that we've gotten too far with this bickering back and forth. We need to come together because we're all Americans. And I'm going to do what I can to bring us together as Americans. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm telling you, I listen to him with an open mind every time. And then he gets off script. And I'm like, there he is.
That's the fool right there. There you go. There you go.
He had an opportunity. He had an opportunity, and he had people who at that point were willing. Remember, Kamala ain't running yet.
Right.
He had people who were willing to listen to him because he said it changed him. Because he said we need to unite. So people are listening, and he did that.
There you go. He is who he is, man. And that's why a lot of people love him, and that's why a lot of people hate him.
Yeah.
I
don't hate him. I can't stand him. But I don't hate him.
A lot of people hate him, man. And he don't care.
He does not care at all.
This was proof at the National Association of Black Journalists. He could have pandered. He could have. There's a way he could have pandered if he wanted to. He just couldn't do it.
And he even could have with all that she read, with all that happened, he could have tried to take a moment to not even necessarily explain himself, but to say, hey, you guys are misunderstanding some of these things. You know, this is what I meant when this was said. And what he did.
Again, if he had done that, he's so polarizing that his base would have been, wow, he's getting soft. He's getting weak. I can't believe he bowed down to them.
But see, what his base doesn't realize is that, first off, they're going to vote for him anyway. They realize that part. Mm-hmm. But if he softens up, then maybe he can draw more people in.
But again, like you said about them, let's be honest. Black women, black people, they're going to vote for Harris too, for the most part. Especially black women.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Yeah.
I would assume so, yeah.
They're going to. And he knows that. He ain't stupid. He know he don't have. That's one.
Why'd he go on there?
Huh?
Why'd he go on there?
What?
I'm saying, why'd he go?
Oh, because again, he want to stand up. He want to beat his chest. Like, all right, yeah, she's black. She's a woman. Well, she's black. He want to question her ethnicity to those black women.
Yeah, she's a woman.
Yeah, he knows. He knows there's one thing that black people cannot stand, and that's fake. That's people outside of the culture trying to be in the culture that don't belong in the culture. He knows that. He's been within the hip hop world, within the culture. He knows that. He knows that. That's why he did it.
But he also ought to know that they knew. They know.
They know what he was doing. They knew it. He used their platform to kind of, discredit her.
And discredit them. 35 minutes late. You got this raggedy equipment. You know what? Tell Christy. I'm really trying.
You're trying not to. I mean,
I'm trying to stick. I'm trying to do what I said I was going to do. I'm trying. But
getting hard every weekend.
It is. But I mean, he coming here. You got this raggedy equipment. I can hear you over there. Y'all 35 minutes late. That's the reason why we here. I respect y'all too much to be late. Even though I know you colored people always operate on colored people time. That's why we're 35 minutes late anyway.
He didn't say that. He didn't say
that. Ain't what he said. That ain't what he said.
But why were they late?
Because they was on colored people time and they had that raggedy equipment. You came out, you disrespected the whole crowd. Because they're all a part of the organization. Y'all got this raggedy equipment. I can't even hear her over there. I can hear you though.
I mean, he showed out. He showed out.
Man,
he showed out, man.
I was like, this is a bully talking to these women.
And that's what it looked like. But again, he don't have no respect for women. In particular, he don't care about black women. That's who his enemy is right now. He's going against this black woman.
Yeah, I think it's deeper than black women. But yes, but I don't think he has
respect for women at all.
He don't give two kitties about a woman. Just where he can grab them.
Kitties. But yeah, but you're right. It is. It's a whole thing, man. I don't know where it's going, but I do want to discuss this when we talked about culture versus color. We talked about this before, where we had Denzel on. We had Denzel clip playing where he said it's not about color, it's about culture. He said Scorsese can do a movie about black people, but it's the culture that he's familiar with Italians and
right.
So there's a difference.
Right.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel that Kamala can be respectful to the culture without embracing some of the things like hotties for Harris?
She needs to be her authentic self.
Being.
If you want to be respectful, be who you are. And look, I know that you ain't hanging out with Meg. I know that you're not calling Taraji saying, hey, we out in these streets. Just be who you are. You Like you can sit in a room by yourself and not open up your mouth, and people gonna know you black.
So sometimes, I mean, it depends. I don't know that for sure because we talked about what is called black sense. She might have a black sense.
I mean, just be who you are. The culture should show through who you are anyway.
It should. It should. It should. But again,
quit trying to prove how black you are.
If she was raised, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. She was raised within the Indian culture. If she was, don't you feel like this could be why she's trying to show like, hey, I'm down?
Barack didn't.
He had his moments. He had his rapper moments. He had to dust the dirt off my shoulder, like Jay-Z. You remember?
It didn't even look right though, did it?
I mean, he was raised white. He was raised in Hawaii with his white family. Yeah. It showed at times.
But he didn't pander like this.
Well, you know what helped him? I mean,
he was smoking Newports.
No, his black wife.
Oh yeah, she do got a white husband.
She has a white husband. That sounds so hypocritical. What I'm about to say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
go ahead and say. No. I want you to play this for Mrs. Spencer.
I will because I'm just gonna say it. Barack Obama was raised white. He married a black woman and embraced the culture. She helped him embrace this culture. I was raised black in black culture. I ain't going nowhere. Sorry. I'm just not. It's different. If I was raised white, married a white woman, hey, I'm gone. I'm done. But I'm just saying, like, that helped him. It doesn't help her. It doesn't help her. You can bring up Willie, what's his name? Willie Brown if you want to, or Montel.
I'm like, yeah, she did date Montel and Willie. Well, they said, I don't know about Willie.
Well, okay. Well, whatever.
She dated Montel.
She dated Montel. So she had, but she's married to this white man. And now we have Megan and Taraji and walk it like you talk it. Say it to my face.
I mean, maybe that does look like she's trying too hard.
It does. It does.
But I mean, honey, just be you. But it's weird. When Joe said back in the day, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You
back in the day, like it wasn't that far back. But go ahead.
Well, you remember when he said that?
Yeah, like it was 1985. But go ahead. Like 2020.
Might as well have been because we ain't gonna have to vote for Joe ever again. So, you remember
were you offended by that, by the way?
No, I thought it was funny.
Really?
Yeah, I
absolutely hated that for so many reasons. Because that's what I feel like that's what they think about you. That's what I felt like. This is what y'all really think about us. You ain't black, vote for me. You ain't black.
But that ain't how you said it. I thought it was funny.
Okay, but go ahead.
So, and y'all still giving him that. But I heard somebody say, if you are Jewish and you vote for the Democratic Party, you're a horrible Jew.
He did say that.
Wait, he done caught. She is married to a Jew, and he's a terrible Jew.
He's a terrible Jew.
Why does this not hit you, man?
Well, because you have the whole controversy with Hamas and Israel, and they feel like the Democratic Party turned on Israel. So they're going to play that to the fullest.
Yeah, but can we get the Democratic Party to support America?
We need that. We need that. I mean, that's probably, I'm surprised they hadn't really went after them on that. The war. They more focus on the immigration.
Because they more talk about DEI and the original Hop to a Girl.
Yeah, that was crazy when he said that about her. That was crazy.
So disrespectful.
But that's the way to get people if you can get people talking about race and gender, that's the way. People don't really research Israel and immigration and policies.
But these things are so divisive. You can say, yeah, man, that's what I can.
That's the way to get people who don't really think to really get involved in politics, is talk about race and gender and LGBTQ. It's like pressing people. People,
you know what? Why? Because they hate the same people you hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Young, stop with all them other excuses. You hate the same people you hate.
Mm. Even women.
Yeah.
Even women. It surprised me more. It shows that women are really as united as they appear to be. They pretend to.
They play that game, but they're not
united, because there's no way you can tell me that you're okay with men deciding on your reproductive rights. There's no way.
You know, regardless of whether you believe in abortion or not, the fact that you say a bunch of grumpy old men can say what you can and what you can't do with your body, say your life is on the line, and we have this baby, I'm gonna die. Have the baby and die. Say this baby is not gonna make it to term. Have the baby, let it die. You can't tell me that these things are.
Yeah. That's a big. I don't know if that's the biggest topic now. I think immigration has surpassed that at this point.
Well, because Trump needs to realize he got that Supreme Court stacked, overturning Roe versus Wade. Everybody was not for that.
Yeah.
So, he'll bring it up every once in a while. But he know that's an issue that might turn back on him, because it's a lot of people that were not supportive of overturning it.
Right. And when you brought up the Supreme Court, now Harris is trying to implement a time limit for the Supreme Court, which is, I'm all for that. There's no way life term.
However, Biden gonna introduce it in an election year, right at election time, during election season.
I mean, shouldn't that be the case? Nobody should have a job for life.
You know what? But we had 4 years of him when he could have said, "Hey, this is what needs to be done." To me, it's like, yeah, nobody should have a job for life.
Not
I agree.
That kind of job. I mean,
yeah, not that kind of job. Right. I agree, but it's almost like you're doing it now because you're mad.
Oh, you think Joe is?
Yeah, you had. Because you had 4 years to try to do this.
Maybe he woke up, man. Maybe he was feeling. He was asleep for those 4. He woke up like, you know what? Let's just do this. I got an idea.
Okay. Ocean.
Let's do this.
Let's try. Yeah. Let's pretend.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. The timing of it, man, that's not cool.
Well, that's what happens when you keep a disgruntled worker on the team. That's what happens. Why is he still there? I know why he's still there, but
because he's still president. He does have a turn.
I know this. I know why, but it's dangerous. I put it like that. He can really hurt the party.
I mean, but this is an issue that he should have been done addressed it.
Yeah. Don't wait until election time.
Yeah.
Don't wait. It's crazy.
That's to me that doesn't. That reeks of, y'all done made me mad. This is what we're gonna do. Because you had plenty of time to try to do this. Yeah. As soon as you drop out, you say, "All right, this is my new fight."
Wouldn't you be mad too? They tell you to
I'd be mad, but I like to think I like to think that I would listen to advisors. But, you know, we also, the reason that he was able to be elected president is because he was stubborn enough to believe I can be president.
Mm-hmm. And he's still stubborn.
Yeah. So I'd like to think that I would have said, well, maybe you're right. Maybe it's for the best if I step aside, you know, because if you replay what I told you when I got elected, that I was a one-term president, dang, I'd look like a liar if I kept running.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what, though? It's like he's looking at it like it was just one bad game.
Yeah,
and we're looking at it like it was one bad season.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's looking like.
It was one bad game for him. He feels like it was debate.
Yeah, he's thinking we go back to the drawing board. He's not thinking we went 0-17.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. And for you know, if you want to categorize like a relationship, it's like the relationship ends. It wasn't that last fight.
No, it was all them other fights that led up to that last fight.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. What kind of toilet seat up?
And that was the thing. You know what? You can push it down. You can put it down.
What's that?
Did you say the toilet seat up?
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
You know, they push it down.
Yeah. Don't you agree? Just put it down.
That's all you gotta do. You'd rather come and fuss at me because it's up.
It's such a big deal.
Your business, just push it down.
I mean, do y'all not look back?
The first time that you fall in the water ought to be your sign.
Yeah. You know, like a cold splash of water to your butt to wake you up in the middle of the night.
I mean, you know, my wife don't complain about it. And then my daughter, she's here. Daddy, you put the seat down. But you put it down.
Let's put it down.
Because if I leave it down when I pee and pee get on it, you're gonna be mad. So
exactly. I'm trying to be courteous and not pee on the seat.
That's it. I'm helping you out.
Yeah. I mean, come on. But yeah, how'd we get there? But anyway,
yeah, we got there.
but he's looking at it like it's just like disrespectful, and I remember some of the people on social media saying it was disrespectful, like he didn't get his just due and respect.
Yeah, I mean, this party turned on him. They did.
Yeah, I remember you said that, and that now looking back, I see it now. I didn't see it then.
Yeah, they turned on him.
I wanted him to go on. I just want him out of there.
Yeah, I was thinking, you thinking to yourself, I don't care how they do it.
Just do it. I don't care. They just lock the door. I don't care if they lock the door. He can't get in.
Change the key, change the locks.
Just change the locks on him.
Sorry, sir. What's the password?
You ain't got no password. Get out of here. Get out of here, Joe.
Yeah. But yeah, they turned on him.
They turned on him. I can see it now.
It was big of him when he finally said, all right, I'm going to do it, to turn right around and, you know, endorse Kamala.
It was. He didn't have to. It would look.
Ooh, it would look like a mess if he didn't. Yeah, if he didn't, it would look a mess.
You know, we never really talked about the fact that Obama waited a week or two to endorse Kamala. Why do you think that is?
Because he wanted to make sure everything was everything. Remember, right now for the Democratic Party, Obama's a godfather. If there are, inklings that somebody else is thinking about, hey, let's test this, Obama don't want to speak up. He wants to make sure that the party is unified. And then he says, all right, let's do it.
Now, what did you think about the fake phone call? Did you see?
Everything. That's the thing. Can we just have some stuff where Barack them just tweet out, hey, we endorse Kamala Harris. Why you got to do that?
Hey, Kamala.
That's extra. That's just extra.
Why is the Democratic Party so extra, man? Faking a stage phone call between Barack Obama and Kamala Harris was crazy.
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, what? Why? Why?
Do they think we're stupid? Do they think we're dumb?
Yes. They think we're stupid.
So we think like, oh man, he really called her and endorsed her. Man, it wasn't even staged or nothing.
So you heard you said it, and I agreed. Yes, they think we're stupid.
Okay,
and I'm still telling you, we still need to vote for him this go round
until the system is better.
Yeah, I mean,
upgrade.
Yeah, they think we're stupid. Yes, they do.
They do, man. I said, what? Hey, Kamala, it's Barack. Hey, Barack. I was like,
if Michelle wouldn't have got on, I would have thought it was Josh Shapiro anyway.
Josh Shapiro does sound like Obama in those speeches, which is crazy.
He patted himself after somebody? Yes.
Kobe did it.
Yeah, he did.
It happens. But I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. He endorsed her. It took him a little while. But you're right. Now I see what you're saying. He wanted to make sure it was the right situation.
Yeah. I'm the godfather. Ain't that amazing, though, that a black man is the godfather of the Democratic Party right now?
Yeah, I think it's great. A lot of people think he was running the show anyway. I've heard that. Like Barack was
a lot of Trump people. A lot of
I hear that.
That's in Trump things.
It is a Trump thing because the guy said it again. Trump supporter.
Barack Obama's president anyway.
He the real president. He's up there doing everything. Crazy, right? So you've heard the same thing.
Yeah, man, it tickles me because I was watching something where they were saying Barack was the president, but really he wasn't because Trump was the president. Biden was not really the president because Trump is really the president, but Obama is running Biden, so Biden ain't the president, but it's Obama, but it's also Trump because he's the real president.
All right, you just made my head hurt.
And that's what happened to me too.
Stop. I don't want to think.
And if I'm Joe Biden, I feel disrespected.
That they would say that?
Yeah.
I mean, let's not act like he was conscious a lot during his run, his presidency. So it's not far-fetched.
Man fall a couple times, and you say he wasn't conscious.
He wasn't conscious, man. I would say Harris was probably helping him a lot.
Yeah, and if any similarities that he had to Obama, they did serve together for 8 years.
Did he have any similarities?
But for the people who saying that Obama is running the country, they got to feel like there's got to be some kind of similarities.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I see Harris helping him a little bit, and probably Barack probably advised him.
He might have, yeah. But, yeah. I mean, it's her job. She's there to help him.
Yeah. But if you ever had anybody do your homework or you've been cheating on tests, on that test that you can't cheat on. Not saying you have. I'm just saying that test that you can't cheat on is gonna show, and it showed with that debate where he was. Like that was the test. That was the SAT.
He probably had early COVID because he ended up having COVID.
We doing that. We still blaming COVID. It's 2024. Please, I can't still blame COVID.
Well, they announced he had it a few days later.
Look, I'm starting to even wonder about that. I'm questioning a little bit. I ain't old. Yeah, I'm kind of questioning.
It was Joe showed that he can't be president anymore.
But was it COVID?
No, it wasn't during COVID. It was old age.
I never believed. I did it first, like, oh, that's cool. Then it was like, wait a minute, was it really COVID?
No, I don't think
it was COVID.
It was old age. It's a stressful job. He didn't. Obama was what, 46?
Yeah, that's crazy. He's 46.
He was 46 when he got elected.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Young.
you think, yeah, he's your age.
I'm 46. Yeah, that's crazy. He was 46, and then he did 8 years.
8 years. So, and you saw what the job. You saw how the job weathered him.
Yeah, he was weathered. Yeah,
Joe was old when he got the job.
Mm-hmm.
You think of 4 years of that stress, he's not going to mentally be what he was.
Yeah, I don't care how much Botox he got.
Yeah, he might look like it, but he still look weathered.
He was weathered.
But so yeah, it's not necessarily old age, but it's his age and that job.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think age will play a huge role in Harris getting elected since she's 60?
For some, she's still 60.
That's young, right? I feel like 60 is young for some reason.
Yeah, you feel like it is because you're getting closer and closer to it.
50, yeah, so 10 years away almost. Yeah, I'm just saying 60 to me is not as old as it used to be.
Yeah, today's 60 is not yesterday's 60.
It's not. It's not. If you think about people that were 60 when we were coming up, we looked at them like, oh.
It's I guess because we've had it easier. You know how old Red Fox was when he started Sanford and Son?
How old?
48.
Man, he looked 88. I knew he was younger. I knew he was younger, but
it's different. It's different.
Yeah, but yeah, that sounds about right.
And what JJ and James was like either 8 or 12 years apart.
Yeah, James. I thought James, because James was like 20 years old, 20 some years old at the time with that hairline. Crazy.
So yeah, it's not the same, but it's still. She's not 35.
Yeah, she's not. She's not 36.
She's younger in comparison to Trump.
Yeah, will that help her? That'll help her. Should, right?
It should.
It should help her.
It should. If we've been complaining all this time that we didn't want these two old men running, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
We got one old man running.
Yeah.
The other one's a woman.
Let's not talk.
And she's black. Dun, 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 dun. And the black folk don't like her because she's married to a white man. Dun, 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 dun.
Don't forget the Indian part. She is Asian, Indian descent.
Yeah. I don't even know when she started to identify as black.
That was sounding crazy. And that's another thing, man. Let's talk about this. There's another thing. I do not like when white people try to question black people's ethnicity and blackness. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's a question for us to have about one another.
It is. Don't do that. White people don't out there. Don't do that.
Birth certificate. He didn't ask for a birth certificate again.
He put it out there. He put it out there on Twitter. Put a picture of her in her garb with her family and said, "This is how I remember her." And she has on with her Indian stuff, and yeah.
But we have no problem with this. Those who support him have no problem with this.
Because it's part of politics, is attacking your opponent. And they don't care. They don't have no kind of decorum. It's all like,
can you attack policies?
They can't do that. That's not shock value.
That's not juicy enough.
It's not juicy enough. That's what we become. We want all the juicy stuff, all the salacious. Anything salacious you can put out there, let's put it out there. Ain't no rules. It's like hip hop, man. It's like diss tracks. Ain't no rules. Say whatever.
I just can't
say whatever. It's bad, man. They put her birth certificate up. I was watching the other day and hearing this lady on the news talking about She's not. I've never known her to be black. It just sounded so racist, man. Shut up.
Why do y'all do that? What? First off, y'all not making black people like y'all. I mean, I know that's what you're trying to do. You're not really trying to make black people like y'all. You're trying to make black people not like her.
Like her. That's exactly what they're doing. And I would say some people are falling for it. I've seen it. They tearing it up. Black women too. I saw a few black women attacking her. She hasn't identified as black, and it's disrespectful. And look, who cares if she is Indian? Who cares?
I mean, really, what is she supposed to do? Walk around? Because that's what y'all got to do in there. Walk around all the time saying, "Hey, I'm black. Let me show you I'm black." Hey, Meg, let's hang out. Hey, Quavo, let's hang out because I got to show you I'm black. Get out of here.
Well, she shouldn't do that, though. That's the thing. Like, she shouldn't
have to do that.
She should not have even started that. And this never should have been about race.
No.
No, it should be about the best candidate against the other candidate.
But Trump is involved, but race is gonna come into it.
And that's what he does. He does it. He did it with Barack Obama, questioning if he was American. He does this. He loves to play on race. That's his game.
Which, we talked last week, is America a racist nation? As a nation, probably not, but there's a lot of racist people.
Yeah, and it's always going to be that way. I don't care if we get reparations. I don't care if we finally address the problem. It's always going to be there. That's kind of how
it's instilled in a lot of people.
It's instilled in the fabric of America, unfortunately. It is. Sadly. It's sad. But I think we've taken some steps backwards, though.
Oh, we
I really do.
We have. Who thought that was going to be the case? If you'd have thought, and when Barack, not even when he first got elected president, when he first received the Democratic nomination.
Hold on. Yeah, I lost you for a second. Say it again.
If you'd have thought when Barack Obama first accepted the Democratic nomination, not even elected president, but the Democratic nomination for president, it felt like there was real change coming. It felt like, wow, we are really embracing one another. And then, bam, he became president, and every day for 8 years, people was questioning him, and Trump was right in the middle of that stuff.
Yeah, it felt hope. It felt like it was hope, and people were united. Because let's not act like white people weren't embracing him too. For him to win Iowa,
exactly. Trust me, we didn't get him elected on our own. We don't have the voting power. Right. It takes all of us, and every day all came together.
Yeah, it was the most unified, but then you had a segment of America, white men in particular, that felt slighted. They felt like they weren't represented, they weren't heard, and I fault the Democratic Party a little bit for kind of ignoring those people and be focused on the LGBTQ a lot and women a lot.
Yeah, because they played politics.
They played politics, and those people felt outside, like outsiders. And then you have the birth of Trump and the emergence of Trump. That's what you have. He's a product. We always say he's the product of Obama.
Yeah. If we don't have Obama, we never have Trump.
We never have Trump. And again, Democratic Party didn't embrace or stepped away from the working class, known as the working class party. They kind of sidestepped that.
They kind of sidestepped. I think here's where I think where they got mind control, where they play mind games, because all of a sudden the Republican Party told you that's what they were for. Nothing they did supported it. Right. And even now with them supporting Trump, because he hardworking Americans, nothing he does supports it. It supports them rich folk. But he tells you that I'm for you. Got mind control over you. Because they ain't trying to help anybody. The Republicans are concerned about the rich. The Democrats are concerned about the LGBTQ, and the middle class and the poor just suffer.
Kind of froze up for a minute. Yeah, but it's mind control. It's mind control and manipulation. Like you said, you can convince people that sometimes they say equality for some equals inequality for others. I've heard that said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what this was. They felt like people getting equality. It felt like it was.
I'm showing you. What? Yeah.
I'm showing you. You can't win and I win. I gotta win and help you up.
That's exactly it. So I mean, yeah, those two things can't be true. I mean, if we work together, they can, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, and they probably didn't like the fact that, like I said, he was within the culture. He felt like he was. He embraced the culture, and they didn't like it. This is a black man married to a black wife with these black kids in the White House, unapologetic who he was.
Yeah,
and black people felt good about it, and we had our chest out. They don't like that. They want you to put your head down.
Now let me remind you where you came from.
Put your head. Don't look at me in the eye, boy. That's what they wanted.
That's
a lot of them, not all. A lot of them wanted that.
So you know the whole. So we're thinking, hey, we've made strides. Look where we're going. They're like, you and I will never be on the same level.
Yeah.
I don't care what you got in the White House.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna question the man's race. You're gonna question his citizenship. And the stupid part is these are the same people that enforce the 1 drop rule. These are the same people who said if you got 1 drop of black blood in you, black.
You're black. There you go.
Now
it don't count for him. It don't count for him, no harm.
Don't count for him. It don't count for Harris. Is she black? I ain't know she was black. She got black in her. According to your rules, she black, right? According to your rules.
Yeah, so there should be no question. And you can't tell, and you know, Donald, you can't say, I never thought she was black. Look at her. You're gonna think she's black before you think she's Indian.
Oh, I am. Yeah, that Jamaican blood, it really yeah. That black side came through.
It came through. So don't I mean, man.
It came through, man. Yeah, she looked black to me. And we can't act like she's Rachel. What's her name? Dolezal, the lady who
she ain't her. Yeah, she's not her. That was a white woman trying to be black.
Rachel, you know what? I think we should let Rachel come on in, man. Rachel was pretty. If you watch that doc, she was pretty black. She was pretty black. She was black. She was the blackest white person on earth. She had the braids. She helped with black culture. She thought she was black, bro.
Hey, she got 5 children by 3 baby mamas.
Think so. Yes, I think so.
She got 5 children by 3 baby mamas.
Well, baby mamas. What you mean, baby mama? She's the woman. What you talking about?
I know a guy got 5 children by 3 baby mamas.
I saw that. That was fun. I had to put that one out. He does. Trump does. He has 5 baby mamas.
Now, if his name was Cornbread, they would never elect him president.
Felon and everything.
Yeah. Hey, question is, why doesn't he identify as black?
Well, look, that's what he said. But that's why black people identify with him.
Relate to it. Yeah, he didn't tell the part about them 5.
We need to talk about that.
He got some black tendencies, don't he?
Ooh. See, I ain't even gonna go there.
He don't have black tendencies. He has inward tendencies.
Right.
Because those ain't the same.
Oh man. Well, let's talk a little bit about the code. You ever play? This is totally somewhere else, somewhere light. You ever played the pause game? You know about the pause game.
Well, when they say something gay and say pause.
Yeah, that game.
Those are how I'm supposed to say it.
Have you ever done that?
Oh, I've said it and then like, oh, pause. Yeah.
You done it? Well, you know, that's big in hip hop culture. And somebody said like the pause game should be over. This is Lord Jamal from Brand Nubian. This is what he said.
Why don't you play the pause game? I saw you say the pause game. I don't with that. What's up with the pause game?
The pause game is made, it's created to make you think about gay shit. Where you wouldn't normally even think about things. Yo, seriously, I love this. Seriously. I'm telling the truth. Thank you. Back in the days when hip hop first started early, you'd hear a beat. It's like, yo, that hard.
Pause.
Now, if you say that's hard,
Pause.
why?
So yeah, so I catch myself. I can't help it, man. If I hear something, I heard stuff you say on here. I want to say it so bad, but I just keep it in the back of my mind. I hear people talking. They'll say something like, I'll be thinking to myself, pause. Is that immature? So do I need to grow up? Is that immature?
Yeah.
That's immature, right?
Yeah, because you know who was saying it first? Huey and Riley.
Huey and Riley. Yeah, that's where it came from. That's where I know it from. But they've been doing it, I think, Harlem and New York. It's like I'm a New York thing. But should we grow up, man? Should we stop? Should the pause game be over at a certain age?
What I be saying on here make you want to say pause?
You done said it a few times. There's a few things you done said. I was like, man, dang, I can't do that to him. I just think it. I'll do it. You mean do it? You mean do it from now on? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
because I don't want to be sounding that way.
You done had a few pause moments on this show, man. I might go back.
You have a compilation.
I have a pause compilation. Let me figure that out. I got you.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like the gays.
See, there you go. There you go. So it's a pause. Yeah, pause. The pause game. Real
at
thing,
some point you grow up.
I don't know. Can't help it though. Even Chris to be saying stuff. I'd be like, pause. Like, what are you talking? Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you grow up, Mr. Spencer.
Then you can't say pause. I don't think I ever stop.
You gotta mature.
Yeah. Oh, like we're gonna mature. When I catch you on this show saying something, I'm gonna just look at you.
Hey, call me on it, man. Call me. Hey, here's what it is. Maybe I should think before I speak. Because I'm trying to mature. I'm trying to grow up.
You're trying to grow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Yeah, man. But
you want to see some pause stuff?
Man, you said some pause. It was kind of towards the beginning of when we first started with the show. When we first started coming on the show, you were doing a lot of things.
I was trying to say things the right way.
Yeah. And sometimes when you say things the right way, it turns out to be the pause way.
Yeah, so hey man. Well, we know those days are over.
Yeah. You didn't say anything pause worthy in a long time, but yeah, when you do, I'm gonna point them out, man.
I would appreciate that because I need to be out in public and say something that's pausey, something that's cringeworthy. I hate to say something cringeworthy out there in public. No more than I already do.
You already do. Yeah. Last week was a little. Yeah, your fruit booty comment. I was like crazy.
Yeah, that I would like to apologize for that.
You should, man. That was totally inappropriate. I was like, man, we do have listeners who are gay, and shout out to them. Continue to listen, even though.
Yeah, I didn't. When I said fruit booty, I mean, I was just making a joke. Don't we make jokes? Can't we laugh at ourselves anymore?
Yeah, ourselves is the key. Ourselves.
So what you insinuating, Playboy?
No, I'm just saying that you're not laughing at yourself. You laughing at them by saying fruit booty.
Hey, blame Corey Holcomb. That was the first time I ever heard the word.
Yeah, if you gotta bring up Corey Holcomb, That's where you should stop. When you got to bring him up and be like, yeah, this is said it. Don't ever quote Corey Holcomb.
My bad, man. My bad.
Yeah.
I love it.
Shout out to all the LGBTQ listeners and all the listeners, man. Comment, subscribe, and everything. We love it, man, when y'all do.
Yeah.
Please review our pod. Give us some, one of our listeners, man. Shout out to Kim. Shout her out. You know Kim Jessup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, oh God, what I say this time?
So there's two Kim Jessups. Kim is kind of close to my. Yeah, she's a big listener. Shout out to her, man. She gets a lot of her news stuff from here, and I'm like, yeah, we need to really step it up.
Yeah,
with facts, which we've been better. We've been good.
I think we've been better, and we try not to offend. Maybe Fruit Booty was offensive. I apologize.
Totally offensive. I was like, man, I cannot believe it. We had a great show right at the end. Right at the end.
It's such a funny word. Sometimes things are just fun, because okay, I'm not gonna get into race and all of that because
right.
But there's some words that just can't be offensive.
Like
because they're so funny sounding. Honky.
Yeah, I don't think white people be offended. They might laugh.
White people don't care about that word.
Spear chucker.
Stupid sound. Yeah, that's offensive.
Coon.
Coon never bothered me because I couldn't understand why it was called coons anyway.
Spear chucker. That's funny.
Where that come from? Yeah,
that's still fun. Like it was crazy. That's really racist.
Yeah.
Like you really you're racist.
Yeah. How racist are you?
Yeah, you digging.
But coon don't bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like I've heard the word in a while.
Never been called that to my face.
All I've heard is a coon's age.
Oh, is that like a saying?
Yeah, like a long time. I ain't seen you in a coon's age.
Ooh.
That stuff don't offend you. And you know why you don't hear it no more? Because they know that don't offend you. If they want to offend, if I'm going to offend you, why am I going to call you something like that when I know when I can use the greatest hit?
Yeah, that's true.
Game over.
Yeah, game over, man. You can't really. Yeah, and I didn't realize, like when you say cotton picking, I didn't know that was like a thing.
You cotton picker? How you didn't know?
I just never really put it together. Like, you must be out your cotton picking mind. I just never put it together. Did you? Did you always think that was racist?
Well, I ain't always thought anything was racist. Always.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I knew where it was coming from.
But they said it on Bugs Bunny. So I never thought it was.
Yeah, they didn't have nothing racist on there. They haven't done any canceling of Bugs Bunny characters, have they?
Did they? Probably did.
Speedy Gonzalez got canceled.
Speedy Gonzalez. That's right.
Yeah,
Speedy was very racist.
Yeah. Yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
What's wrong, Pepe?
He was aggressive.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to, he was very aggressive. Dang, I didn't know that. So cotton picking ain't really even.
Cotton picker.
Yeah, they did say that on there. I didn't know. Who knew? But yeah, Paul's game is not over. It's
even though it needs to be, it ain't.
It's never over, man. You be 80-some years old and play the Paul's game.
Hey, you never know. With our generation, you never know.
You never know, man. All right, brother. Good pod as always, man. Got anything you want to get off the chest before we go?
With my deepest apologies, I would like to apologize for anyone that I may offend with some of the things that I say, because I love everyone and I just want us all to get along.
Sound like you're reading it. It's like you reading a teleprompter. Like you reading some paper, man. That's awful.
That's all I got. That's all I got, man.
That's all you got. Hey, we'll take it, man. All right, bro. All right, bro. Good pie, man. Appreciate you as always, man.
All right, man. Love you, man.
Love you, man. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. It's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Peace.
Peace.